Jackson's funding has been cut by the state, and so we received a call in November telling us that he was going to be discharged from Daymark December 1. So he was going to lose his residential housing.
This Wednesday?
Yeah, like this Wednesday. Lose his
Oh.
housing, lose his schooling, and with no backup. And ironically, Jackson does have the autism waiver that's funded through Medicaid. That's the waiver that there's 20,000 families waiting to get on it. We were fortunate enough, because Jackson was kind of ahead of the rush of this disability. He's had it since '99, but even with that, it's not enough funding to, to support his need. And so, it just sends your family into a tailspin, because, he's a 24-hour-a-day, 7-day-a-week kid as far as the amount of coverage he needs. And a lot of times it's literally those 24 hours, because he doesn't sleep well, a few hours, and he's up at 3, or he's up at 4, or doesn't go to bed, that kind of thing. And that's just, we've tried to manage that before, and we've tried to manage it with help in the home before, and it's, basically we were not able to pull that off successfully, which is why the residential component has come into play. So you just start calling legislators, and you just call the state and you say, what's the deal, and can we, how can you cut his funding at this point? And clearly the state is very short on funds, and they're allocated to certain sources that are needed, and disability sometimes makes that cut, sometimes doesn't. It's not a real popular sector for financing to be, funneled towards when funding is tight, because it's a minority. So anyway, it's we are still in conversations. They did agree to extend his stay through March instead of just through December, so we have a little bit more time to think what's next. But we still don't have the answer to that what's next, and so we